Hello everyone, this is Neo Reality Entertainment. Today we're going to do a special edition of My Thoughts, now titled as Our Thoughts. I'm with one of my friends named Lean Deer on YouTube. I'll put his channel in the description if you want to check him out. Um, Anyways, we're here to give our thoughts on a variety of topics and whatnot. So Lean Deer, if you want to start things out, what do you want to start with?
It's the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 trailer. It's I'm really impressed because I don't know, is that anything to do with the game or with the future of the world?
I actually kind of think it's both. Like it's teasing like this is going to be the new world soon, and the other half is the game, the Super Soldier program, obviously. But I also think that like half of what was shown on there was actually somewhat true. Like from the 1990s to the 2014 maybe. Like so that was like you could like there were scenes where you knew it was real and other times it was fake. Like they would show like when you saw sets and characters like you could tell one was fake and one was real and half of it from 1990 to 20 early 2015 is possibly real. So, and here's what happened about right after I saw this trailer. Guess what I found on the internet? The Chinese finally did it.
Really?
Guess what they did? They have created the first modified human embryo.
So what do they do? Like give them a computer brain or limbs?
No. A human embryo, it's hard to describe it. Like this human embryo, like if they could create a human being, from pregnancy and whatnot, this one would be immune to any type of disease currently known and a lot of other stuff.
So it was like an artificially made person,
Yeah.
like from a baby to an adult.
Well, they didn't make they just made an embryo. They haven't made a full fledged human being yet.
Wow.
And this was like
Yikes.
a day before this trailer came out.
Hey, back then in our biology class, our teacher, he said the world would not be ready for this type of thing, like clones of humans. And I would agree, we're not ready for human clones. I mean, making like limbs for like surgery, yeah, but artificially made humans? You just gotta cross the line at some point.
Yeah, and I think the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 trailer is trying to push for this whole there's a certain line we can't cross. And like that makes this Call of Duty more interesting than the last two, like Ghost and Advanced Warfare they did.
Yeah, I just couldn't believe this was a Call of Duty trailer. I mean, it had nothing gang related.
Well, they weren't going to show it. This was just a simple teaser. They haven't announced they're going to show the game on April 26th.
It's just really just how accurate they put it of how the world might be in the future. It's just really caught my eye. It's really amazing. Like this might just be what the world will be like in the next who knows long how.
Well, currently it's that game is up to 2065, so like we have 5 more decades.
Yet when I seen this trailer, it reminded me of two movies. Well, a movie and a show, Repo Man and Ghost in the Shell.
I thought for sure you were going to say The Matrix.
Um,
Since the humanity relied on the machines so much that the machines eventually rebelled, and humanity and their arrogance blocked the sun.
and you know what? That might just like like a timeline. Repo Man and then Ghost in the Shell, human like cyborgs, and then the Matrix, like way over there.
Yeah, but we most likely will be gone by that time.
I hope so, because I do not want to live like that ever.
Yeah. Also, but what did you think of all this technological advancement that they could potentially do in the future?
Um, I just hope they cross the line at some point.
Well, they haven't done human cloning yet, obviously. Right now, they've just made modified machinery and human augmentation.
I don't know. The other thing I'm worried about is like robot people taking over the world, like the Terminator. That's another thing I was thinking about. But
They haven't really made robots in this timeline. They made somewhat robots in the Call of Duty games, but most of them are controlled through a thing. They don't have official life to it. They are only controlled by a remote.
I'm surprised this trailer wasn't in Advanced Warfare. It would make more sense in my opinion. I could,
But I'm like this. That was Sledgehammer game. That was Sledgehammer Games' first attempt at Call of Duty, and I'm just saying it. The only reason that game succeeded was because it had Kevin Spacey, the guy from House of Cards, the guy from American Beauty.
yeah.
Like, like a lot of people would say, I bought the game simply because I wanted to play. I wanted to see Kevin Spacey, and like, hold on, let me show you Call of Duty's version of Kevin Spacey. Uh, Man, you'll be surprised how technology is advanced. That's Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, I know.
It looks just like him.
Let me see the original.
What, the real Kevin Spacey?
Mm-hmm. Let me see how accurate they put it. Yep, that is super. Yep. Mm-hmm. That is wow. Wow.
Yeah, he's Jonathan Irons. He's Frank Underwood. And here's the thing: they always put him as the bad guy in all the movies and games. Like, in fact, Call of Duty was his first ever game appearance.
Wow.
And he's the bad guy. Like in House of Cards, he's the president of the United States, an authoritarian dictator, pretty much at that point. And now in Call of Duty, he's the president of a military-industrial company.
I guess when they put the game together, they was thinking like, who should be the evil president guy? I mean, like he's like the perfect match based off his shows. That's kind of funny. That's really funny.
Yeah, but now moving on from Call of Duty, here's the thing I wanted to tell you. Remember the expanded universe, the stories, the books, and whatnot they did for Star Wars?
Mm-hmm.
Well, with the new trilogy set of movies, they're declaring every single expanded universe from the comics, the games, the movies. Well, not the movies. They're all non-canon. They're not official. There's like their own little universe.
Ooh, that's not smart. I would have thought they would at least get some bits and pieces.
Like they said, they're gonna put some elements of it in there, but like overall, they're just like okay, like everything you knew about Star Wars, like the Thrawn trilogy, the Yuuzhan Vong War, Mary Jade, Luke Skywalker's future wife. None of that happened. This is now in an entire different universe. We're only adding in the movies, the TV shows.
You talking about the cartoon TV shows?
Yeah, and all future movies. And the expanding universe will still live on through our program called Star Wars Legends, but overall, it's like it's in its own little alternative universe.
Okay, you chose a book. You chose a cartoon over a book?
And comics.
Comics? What the crap? That is stupid. What the crap?
Yeah, like I actually kind of understood why they did it, like because it got so big and complex, like it's hard to really put in timelines and without causing a huge imbalancement.
Okay, yeah, that's understandable.
And so like the expanded universe, like forget everything you knew about Star Wars, just the movies and TV shows they've done.
But what about the first one of Star Wars? Didn't it get that from the book?
No, first it was a movie, then they made a book out of it.
Oh, okay.
So like the expanding universe is pretty much in its alternative world.
Do you know what cartoon like
Star Wars: The Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels?
Huh. I wonder, did he put Star Wars Rebels on air just for the movie? Do you think?
Star Wars Rebels, well, it's a cross between Episode 3 and 4. It takes place before 4. Star Wars Rebels, no, I think it's like a sequel to the Clone Wars, and like you have Ahsoka Tano back. Thank God.
Yeah. But it's just that when I seen the movies, I was told that there was no Jedi's left except for 2, Obi-Wan and Yoda.
Well, that's what they know. There was actually, like, according to the expanded universe, there was at least a good 100 to 200 Jedi's remaining.
Yeah. Okay.
There was like only
Yeah.
like a select few left, and many went into hiding. The only ones they did know survive were the Grand Master of the Jedi Order and Obi-Wan Kenobi, since Anakin survived the duel in Episode 3, so he would know he's still alive.
Yeah. Speaking of that, when I when you know how he was getting those robot parts on him
Yeah,
when he told did when what's his name?
Aunt Luke,
No, the big evil guy.
uh,
Def
Darth Vader,
No, not Darth Vader, the other one. His boss, his
Emperor
master.
Palpatine.
Yeah, when the Emperor first told him that she died, um I thought, like, didn't you promise not to keep that from happening, or didn't you promise to bring somebody back to life? And yet he's still working for him, and I was trying to wrap my head around that.
Like Darth Vader, like Anakin at that point when he learned that she's dead, and now there's nothing they can do. I mean, like that would make Vader pretty much lose everything he has. So basically, he thought, "What's the point now?"
I mean, I just thought that was the whole point of him joining the dark side, was to bring her back or prevent her from dying. But since that is gone, I mean, what is the point of staying?
Well,
Well,
all
yeah,
that's left is the Empire.
yeah, I guess, yeah.
I think in his mind, he's trying to continue Padme's work of galactic peace, as far as the Emperor's told him.
Yeah.
And also they go ahead and I mean but overall but like I think there's another reason he joined the dark side. It's because he's got fed up with the Jedi always
Oh,
messing his life up.
oh yeah.
Like how it's rumored that they may have known about Anakin Skywalker's mother dying, yet they decide to do nothing about it.
And there was like a bunch more of stuff that they did.
Like how they treated Ahsoka when they thought she betrayed them, even though there was huge evidence that it wasn't. And like, here's the thing I'm also saying, like, shouldn't you put doubt into that claim? Like, you've known this girl for years and years and years. Why would she just suddenly turn?
Yeah. And like when they finally caught her, I was thinking, oh yeah, they caught her. Okay, now they can sit down in a quiet place and discuss
Nope,
what should
guilty.
they do. Exactly. They said guilty. Like, wow. That's like I was like, I would have felt so freaking betrayed, and they did it for political reasons.
Because we are allied with the Republic. We're being conformist to them.
Yeah, but when somebody did something that's not right, you go. Just the common sense thing to do is to be investigate, like Anakin.
And reasonable doubt.
Yeah, but you just like caught her guilty, and we're done. Let's go on messing up other people's lives, pretty much.
Yeah, and that's why I think Anakin might have turned, because he got fed up with the Order being so corrupted. Because, well, it grew big and bigger and bigger and bigger, and every teaching they started doing, they started saying, "Hey, let's do the opposite of our teachings and be hypocrites."
Exactly.
And you would feel bad for the younglings, like they're innocent children and they're being told lies, pretty much.
Yeah, they pretty much telling them how to be somebody else that's not them. Like have no emotion whatsoever.
Yeah, and oh my god, now I understand why Anakin destroyed the Jedi Order.
I hope that in this new Star Wars movie they won't make the same mistake.
In fact, here's the thing. I actually say that was I don't know if this was George Lucas' intention to make the Jedi look hypocritical, but if it was, then that would mean he's a better storyteller than we gave him credit for.
You're right, yeah.
I'm like, everyone had problems with the prequels, the script, the dialogue at times got bad, and ugh. But if he actually somehow worked this underlying story that the Jedi were hypocrites and they were the reason Anakin fell, that would have been awesome storytelling, and the people would give him more credit for that.
Yeah, but did he ever claim that this was all part of his plan?
No.
It could have been a positive accident.
No, but if it was part of his plan, I would say that you are a genius, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also they're making another Star Wars movie set to come out next year.
I know. You told me about that a long time ago. They're going to make movies each year.
One episode, episode spinoff, episode spinoff, episode spinoff, episode spinoff.
Wait, spinoffs?
Yeah, spinoff films taking place before and sometimes before the episode movies and whatnot. Like the first one they're doing is going to take place between episodes 3 and 4, involving the. Remember the opening of episode 4 when Star Destroyer was trying to take this rebel ship down, trying to get the plans back. Well, they're going to focus on what happened prior to episode 4. Like I'm pretty sure the end of the movie is going to be like, "Sir, Star Destroyer is incoming."
I hope to see some Jedi. I want to see some lightsaber action.
Yeah, but they said that in this Star Wars movie, there's no Jedi's for once. It's going to focus on regular people.
Oh boy, they lost interest.
And this time, they're not going to focus on they're evil, the Empire's evil. They're actually going to go gray and say, we have our ideology. We're thinking we're doing what we think is right. You're doing what you think is right.
To me, the parts that really stick out is the Jedi fighting parts.
Yeah, but this would be an interesting chance to see like what it's like for not to be a Jedi for once. Like we've seen Jedi after Jedi after Jedi after Jedi. I would like to see well, what would it be like to see how it is to not be a Jedi? Like all throughout the movies, it's always been Jedi, Jedi, Jedi.
So, do you know who's the main
Actually,
protagonist?
there's no updates on that. Like right now, not confirmed. This was just announced that they are going to do a spinoff next year, coming out next year. So we don't know what's going to happen from that point on. But they already have episode 7 is going to come out this year. The spinoff is going to come out next year. Episode 8 is going to come out in 2017. So they're going to do every alternate year. Your thoughts?
Well, you was right. I guess it would be a nice change of pace to have something different. I just hope they make it work.
Well, I'm actually interested in the whole gray part. Like they're saying we're right, they're saying we're right. Like that will at least give us a nice change of pace from the whole they're evil.
Yeah. Well, again, I hope they make it work.
And hey, did you see the new Batman v Superman movie trailer?
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah.
What did you think of the trailer?
I don't know. When I seen like a bunch of funny pictures. No, it's like a picture of Batman saying, "Do you bleed?" and Superman said, "No, but your parents did," and it shows that. Batman.
Oh no, that was someone in the comments saying that.
Yeah, but I seen it. It's Batman is like way different than our last time I remember him.
Well, that was the Dark Knight trilogy by Christopher Nolan. This is a different movie by Zack Snyder.
But he's like all Iron Man up, though. I mean, what's up with that?
Well, it's Superman. How are you going to fight Superman? You need to become a Superman, so the only way to counter that is with technology.
Every like cartoon I seen that was Superman versus Batman. Batman had always had this armored suit.
Yeah, and he's doing it again.
I wonder how is he going to make him bleed? Because honestly, I cannot really imagine Batman going against Superman without like some super high tech Iron Man Hawk looking thing.
Yeah.
Where's Kryptonite? His weakness.
Yeah, but Kryptonite hasn't been established yet in the new movies. They're trying to take on Marvel for biggest comic book movie series. Like they're having their own separate hero movies in the super united front, like the Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they have a 10-year plan for this, along with Marvel.
Also, another thing, Superman, did he turn heel? Or is he just people being all crazy?
It's most likely being all crazy. It's here. Like, this is the image of Batman in the suit.
At first, he looked like a video game. I don't know.
Here's what I think is going to happen. Jesse Eisenberg, who's playing Lex Luthor, I still can't imagine that.
Me either.
And even the picture we saw, I couldn't take it seriously.
Boy.
My God, that image was just so off.
Yeah, it was.
It should have been the guy from Breaking Bad.
Anybody but that guy. Well, I couldn't say that, but you know what I mean. But that Breaking Bad guy would have been a perfect fit. Oh my goodness. Have they not seen Breaking Bad? He would have been freaking... I can't go there right now.
Okay, but like I think he's going to manipulate Batman and like the world. You saw the trailer. Like one side is saying we like Superman, the other side is saying go home and whatnot. And they wrote on the statue "False God."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he's going. I think Lex Luthor is going to. My God, I just can't say without saying Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah.
Um, he's going to try and manipulate the people and try and manipulate Batman in turn to fight Superman, trying to kill two birds with one stone so he could take over Metropolis and then take over Gotham through manipulation.
Yeah, that does sound more makes sense, but was I'm just thinking, did Superman just said screw it, you're gonna do what I say from now on because it's on your phone
The
good?
soldiers bowing thing?
Yeah, like off of Gods Among Us game. You know how he did it?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to do that. In fact, I think the scene where the soldiers bow, when I saw that, I made another video talking about that. I said, oh, those are those type of guys, the ones that will shove propaganda down your throat, like how certain religious people like to shove it, like our religion.
You're going to hell for sure.
Because God doesn't like homosexuals, even though it clearly says in the Bible God loves all life. But this is our version. We're just editing it.
Yeah, because even me, God's right, but right now we're doing this, okay?
And also, what did you think of Batman when you first saw the image? Like he looked like buffed out and ripped.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Like, geez, go. He got like a full time membership at Gold's Gym or something, because yikes, he's almost bigger than with Thor.
Yeah, like everyone was saying, "Oh my God, that guy's ripped."
I mean, you can never see. It's either his suit or the guy been working out, but I think it's a suit. Period.
Yeah, because Batman's being played by Ben Affleck.
I mean, I don't know Ben Affleck, but is he like a big guy or something?
Hold on, let me find an image. Uh, Ben Affleck has been in like several movies, and like he's been in one comic book movie that everyone hates.
Was that Daredevil or something?
Yeah,
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I didn't like that movie either.
yeah, and this is the guy who's playing Batman.
Yeah, it's definitely his suit then, because that's no way.
I can't tell if this is an old video or whatnot, an old picture. It's hard to tell.
I mean, looking from other videos, probably 6 days ago, but it could still be old. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but like, yeah, Batman's like ripped in that movie.
Oh yeah, what do you think of his voice?
Oh, it's better than Christian Bale's. Like gargles. And I'm thinking like, okay, I can't take that voice seriously. Like, it just sounds like you're gargling our marbles.
Well, he's sick or something. So what's wrong with your voice? I just really need to cough. It's better now, Alfred. Thanks.
And you heard in the trailer, Alfred is speaking. That's what make good men cruel. And like, who's being cruel? Is it Batman? Like, is he falling for Lex Luthor's obvious manipulation? And like, they're gonna fight, obviously. So yeah, he's been tricked.
If they're gonna fight, I just don't know who's gonna win besides.
I think it might end in
Superman.
a stalemate.
I don't know. Yeah.
I think that might be the logical solution. To end it all in a stalemate.
I mean, high tech versus super speed, super strength, heat, laser vision, faster than a speeding bullet. I mean, how can you compare?
Well, it's a dream fight for everybody, for every comic book fan. And like, I think this is Ben Affleck now. But yeah, like these images are kind of impressive, isn't it? Like seeing Ben and like everyone initially was against Ben Affleck playing as Batman. Like a lot of people were, and I can understand why, because he was part of Daredevil, and that movie was horrible.
You can't blame the actor for the creator's prop for his thing.
Yeah, but like I couldn't take the face Ben Affleck kept making in Daredevil. Like
He let that blind face kind of
yeah,
thing.
like Oh.
It's hard when you're blind and you're looking straight at the person.
Yeah, but like I couldn't take that face seriously. Like, who leaves their mouth open like that? Like,
Yeah, I can
in
understand
fact,
that.
it looked more like I was. Oh, we're doing a movie. Oh, I'm not interested in doing this. My God, why did I sign up for
I
this?
mean, a blind person's supposed to be looking at nothing, but he's looking straight at the person. It's just that I didn't get that.
It's because of his special powers.
I know, but still, you're
But
blind.
yeah, but like, shouldn't you at least make the illusion that you're blind to people?
Yeah,
Make sure they don't think you're Daredevil.
I can see that he's wearing an armored suit now in this photo, but not in the in the movie trailer. But his eye was glowing. I guess that is his armored suit, but I still don't know how you can beat like faster than a speeding bullet kind of thing.
Well, Batman is smart. I'm pretty sure he'll figure something out.
Yeah, he is supposed to be the smart guy.
Yeah, though of course, if he goes Lex Luthor's manipulation plot, then Lex Luthor's smarter than him. That would mean Jesse Eisenberg is smarter than Ben Affleck.
I cannot still imagine. I cannot. I don't know if I want to see this. I don't know if I want to see this movie. I guess I gotta close my eyes when I see Ben Affleck and imagine
You mean Jesse Eisenberg?
yeah, Jason Eisenberg. My bad. Yeah, gotta close my eyes because it's gonna like be a total buzzkill every time I see his face.
Especially him being bald. Like you saw the image.
Yeah, and he's like super skinny.
Oh.
Oh. Oh no.
Like, why? Who is this guy? Like, I can't take this face seriously.
He looks like the He looks like Smallville's.
And this is what people wanted for Lex Luthor.
Look at this.
The guy
we wanted for Lex Luthor Heisenberg. We got Heisenberg.
Yeah, like everyone wanted the main villain from Breaking Bad to be Lex Luthor.
It would have been perfect.
Like he looks the part. If he shave off his beard and whatnot, he looks the part.
And looking at the history of this guy, doesn't he like always play as a geek? One time he played as a musician, magic guy.
I really don't know. I've never seen any of his movies. All he's known for is Social Network, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Where he played Mark Zuckerberg. But here's the image of Lex Luthor from the cartoons from and this is gonna make you have an emotional feeling from Young Justice.
Yeah.
And this is Jesse Eisenberg.
You can look up all the different types of Lex Luthor, and none of them would even look compared to this guy. Whatever happened to the other guy in the other Superman movie?
They didn't want him, most likely.
I mean, somebody other than him. Unless he gains like 20 pounds, maybe.
And actually gets a little taller.
Yeah, but they're probably gonna be like photoshopping the cameras or something.
CGI, you mean?
CGI.
And like what other trailers have you seen other than this? You saw the Star Wars trailer. Like, what did you think of that?
Boy, the years had not been good to Han Solo. And again, and I said this before, they should have like changed his clothes because right now, to me, in my personal opinion, he looks like a teenager trapped in an old man's body. It's not in his glory days. He's not. Oh wait, he did change his clothes. My bad. It's leather now. But other thing I want to know about is his relationship with
Leia?
Yeah, Leia. I mean, like I'm sure she didn't get that old, or it might be a different one, but we don't know that
No,
for
it's
sure.
the same actress. Let me see the person who played Leia Organa. But what did you think of the Sith Lord in this one, Kylo Ren?
I don't know. I think his lightsaber is cool, even though I had a discussion about it. About how can you a cross guard? You can. People kept saying you can cut his own hand off, but
Hold on. This is her in 20. I think this is her.
I think they can make it work. And they also said that she can become a Jedi too.
Yeah, since she has the Force, she's the daughter of Anakin. That's to be expected. Like, it would be surprising not to see her as a Jedi.
Yeah. Oh boy, I wanted to talk about some awkward stuff about her. like she kissed her brother, and they pretended.
Almost.
No, no. I mean, I seen a, something on YouTube saying the most awkward kiss on in the movies. I don't know if it was like cut scene, no, edited out or something, but she literally kissed her brother on the lips, and just to make his just make Han jealous.
And I'm pretty sure that was awkward.
But when they discover that they're brothers and sisters, they like completely dropped it. Oh, actually, there was that one part when Luke was going to go off to battle. He gave his sister a goodbye kiss on the bridge.
I think that was on the cheek.
I don't know. It was dark. I think I didn't see it.
And like here's what, every time when I look at Kylo Ren, I'm thinking Darth Reverend. Like, hold on, let me get him. Like, see this guy?
Yeah, actually, that is probably is going to be Dark Raven. It looks so familiar.
Yeah, and like here's a picture of Kylo Ren.
I mean, it looked exactly the same. Why not just make him Dark Raven?
Because then they would have to explain how immortal he is, and also I think they cut out his part of the timeline.
I bet they're gonna
like you saw this Clone Wars episode where they're on this Force planet, we made up the Force, and there's a guy named the Sun.
Yeah.
Here's what was gonna happen: they were gonna make Darth Revan canon.
Oh.
He was supposed to appear in the episode as an advisor to the Sun, along with Darth Bane, the man who made the Rule of Two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that was the original plan, but for some reason they cut that out, and I said that would have been awesome seeing Darth Revan and Anakin meet. Like, they're both pretty much the same in a way.
Yeah.
Like, he was apparently arrogant in military leadership. He was a good military leader, and like Anakin's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
It would have been a match made in heaven to see these two go at it.
Oh man, that would have been something.
Yeah,
and you know how they died in that episode. I would have thought the world would be in chaos, but no, they're just two people.
yeah, and like this is the model they had for him.
I wonder what happened.
I think they kind of cut that out. I don't know why, but like they had a lot of ideas they had to cut out, and like this was supposed to be Darth Bane.
Whoa. Well, I can't wait to see this movie.
Yeah, I can't wait either, and it's gonna be around Christmas, so you know it's gonna be crazy.
Oh, yikes! Hope they won't do it on Christmas Day, because that would be my Christmas gift. Go to the movies and see that.
Yeah, and let's see, and like let's see. Also, there was also I'm trying to remember. Like, but like, did you like ever see the Hunger Games?
I see the first one, but not the second one.
Or the third one they made? Mockingjay?
No, I didn't see that one either. Only I seen that there was that they was going to war, and I seen that she blew up a freaking jet with an arrow.
Yes.
I wonder how that happened.
Have you ever heard of suspension of disbelief?
But that don't make any sense, though.
I think she attached a bomb to it.
I hope so. When I see the movie, I hope so. But if it's an ordinary arrow that just shot it and just blowed up, either that's a really good arrow, or that plane was just like really low budget, made out of tinfoil or something.
And like you said, you saw Mortal Kombat X.
Yeah, I seen it. That's a really good movie. Even though
it was a video game.
Yeah, I know. It was like a movie to me.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying. That like saying this felt like a movie.
And
like, what would you say was your favorite part in it?
Let me think. My favorite part. I think it would have been Jackson Briggs.
Yeah. Also, were you wondering who this guy was?
He's Scorpion, yeah.
Yeah. Like, how did you feel these Scorpion's human form?
It was pretty cool. I mean, like that's something I would have never expected, because you always seen Scorpion as the the ninja dart guy that can pull his face off
and reveal a skull.
Yeah, but now like he's different, like super different, and it's okay too. Because usually people like change that kind of stuff. You're like, oh, why they do that? Change them back, but they made it work.
Yeah, and especially, like, you're on this guy's side when he's fighting Quan Chi, saying, misdirected my vengeance.
And his voice is so, like, it's so good, too.
And commanding and powerful.
And it's like, wow, I would like to have that voice. And also the, Sub-Zero.
Yeah, like we actually seen Sub-Zero out his armor before in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, like, uh, like this was Sub-Zero and Deadly Alliance, like, eh.
Yeah.
And like in Mortal Kombat X, like, what did you think of that version?
I like that version too. I mean, I love it's just amazing how they just like made both Sub Zero and Scorpion just like they made it freaking work so good.
And these were normally the two guys on
The
every Mortal Kombat game. Like, see, you want to see these two fight at it.
yeah
Like, I will never understand. I will never understand why. Like the main character is always Liu Kang, Raiden. Yet every time, like on the covers, they always promoted Scorpion versus Sub Zero.
yeah and yeah. I guess I thought that same thing too. It's always them because they was like the phase of Mortal Kombat. Even though Luke Kane was like the I don't know
The main character, pretty much.
yeah and they did something else that's different. They made Liu Kane evil.
Yeah.
That's like another amazing thing. Like, whoa, you made the main guy evil? Just hats off to you, man.
And like they did it so well. Now he and Katana are the rulers of Outworld.
And
I mean
Katana's
Netherrealm.
and if you remember the old movies, I mean,
Yeah.
like they always like we always save the day, but this time, wow, I like how they make everybody hero, not just this one guy. Everybody's a hero
Or a villain.
or villain, yeah.
And like, how did you think of Raiden's transformation at the end? Like, you know, his eyes were glowing yellow.
That was oh my goodness, that was my favorite part of
Where
the
he
whole
delivered
thing.
the head of Shinnok.
Exactly. I like blew my. I had to replay that over and over again. That blew my mind.
And then you saw Liu Kang and Katana looking over the head, the living head of Shinnok. Like,
I know he. Oh my goodness. He's like when I seen that, he was like my favorite character ever in Mortal Kombat.
and
when he
now
did
in
that.
this, he's like total badass.
I know. He said. What did he say?
There are
Again?
fates worse than death.
He said what. We always be forgiven from Earth.
We always have forgiven and forget about the conflicts. We never demanded no reparations, no retributions.
No forgiveness.
And
yeah.
now he's saying that I will destroy all who threaten the Earth realm.
Yeah, he said for elder god, it's impossible to kill him, and he made it. What he said was true. There were worse things worse than death. you wouldn't think so, but yeah, you got a chopped off head. Like oh crap, we better leave this guy alone. He's super serious.
Serious.
Because that like scared me. Like whoa. This guy right here.
Yeah, I think it had to do. Remember at the end where he went to this?
Yeah,
it had something to do with that. Like it's changed him, and now he's become more like this Raiden from Mortal Kombat Armageddon, where he had red eyes.
Yeah, I was wondering about that too when I saw that.
Like I think it had to. I think they explained in Deception about how Raiden used this. You saw Deception, right?
I've seen all of it.
Where Raiden at the opening sacrifice, like apparently I think that he used his god essence to do it to try to kill Onaga, and that failed miserably, and now Raiden became corrupted by something. I don't know.
You can't. Maybe his I don't know what's been corrupted, but he is not corrupted. Well, he's more intense, but he's still a good guy.
Yeah, though for how long? Like it's only. Like they say, some part of his negative influence, like the negative influence from Shinnok and when he infected that device, might have seeped a bit into Raiden's consciousness.
I mean, I thought so when I seen that last part in Mortal Kombat X. I mean, yeah, but I think it's. I mean, really, he's pretty legit now. I mean, like he can really protect. He ain't playing no more. He was always about we can't. I mean, like yeah, let's fight for it, protect ourselves. But now he's like going full assault on everybody who wants to take over the world. He ain't playing no more. Nope.
And you saw the expression on Liu Kang's face, like, oh my god, Raiden went badass.
I know, right? Like yeah, okay. Well, we're just gonna stay down here in hell, and yeah, we'll mind our own business.
Yeah, and like I wonder what they're gonna do for the next game. Like, are they gonna build Raiden up like he's at first doing good things, but then the other characters are concerned that he might become corrupted by when he used his god essence to try and purify the thing, and now part of Shinnok's corruption is in him.
that is something hard they're gonna do. I mean, like if I
Well,
can
they made Scorpion Sub-Zero work.
yeah, it's just that how they gonna do how what they gonna do for the next game if they make a next game.
Well, it's obviously they're gonna make a next game.
Yeah, I know, but is it gonna be is Raiden gonna turn evil
And
or
how are they gonna handle Liu Kang, Katana, and the remaining heroes who are revived under the evilness?
and yeah, are they gonna still follow up with their master's plan of taking over the Earth realm? I mean, like, come on, you got what's so special about Earth realm?
I always wondered that, like, dude, you rule an entire realm over here.
I know
What's so
exactly.
special about Earth? Like, really, if you look at Earth, we're not so different.
I mean, we
Like,
like their food. We got McDonald's and stuff like that.
but like overall, like, what's so special about Earth realm? In fact, Earth realm is a lot worse than Outworld.
Yeah, our pollution and our oxygen. We got
And our attitudes.
and like freaking what's that solar? I can't say it.
Solar energy?
No, global warming.
Yeah.
I mean, geez, it's not that great here.
In fact, it's actually kind of worse.
I mean, did you hear about what happens in the news lately about what people be doing? Like, I don't.
And what did you think of Total Khan? Total Khan?
Who's that?
The new ruler of Outworld who replaced his Shao Kahn after he died. Like I don't know how to like this guy.
Oh,
Like, what did you think of him?
I don't know. I do not know. I can't really say what I think of him. I mean, he's a jerk, but he can be a good ruler, I guess.
Yeah, but let's see. Execution for stealing bread.
Yeah.
Positively received.
Yeah. At first, before he became leader, remember that part? He was saying he was doing things for the people. People want new leadership.
But then the Civil War happened and he kind of became a dictator.
Yeah.
And like, you're being executed for stealing bread because you're hungry.
And yeah. I mean, like, whose fault is it here? He should have died. I'm just. And also, the thing what Scorpion did was pretty selfish. He wanted his revenge so badly he couldn't wait a couple more minutes before they can revive his old friends.
Their old friends. But like, I think Scorpion was so blinded that the fact when he finally found out that Quan Chi caused my family's death and Raiden had offered him a way out, like to bring them all back in the last Mortal Kombat game, and Quan Chi manipulated Scorpion to kill the fake Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
And
well,
I feel sorry for you, man.
I mean,
like I never experienced losing a family like that, but like I understand how he feels. Like,
I mean, if you would have calmed down and think first, okay, I'm going to get my family and people back, and then I'll kill you. That's what I'm going to do.
But that's the problem. He can't do that since after what he did, the Elder Gods wouldn't bring his family back. So basically, all he had left was vengeance.
Yeah.
And what did you think when he chopped off Quan Chi's head?
I was just saying, don't do it. We gotta revive the other guys first, and then you can kill them. I don't mean, come on. You couldn't wait. Wait a little while. I mean, that was the whole point, right? Just to get their people back, and then he came out and ruined that.
Though something tells me Liu Kang probably would not have wanted to come back, saying, "Remember Raiden Raiden lost his mind with the visions."
Yeah.
I think he would still try and kill Raiden for his quote insanity. In fact, even in the game, he was like, "Oh, you still having visions, Raiden?" So I think he willingly wanted to do what he did.
Yeah. But come on, everybody was trying to do their best what to do, man. And Raiden was the only person who had ideas. I mean, crap. I don't see you come up with an ideas, Liu Kang. Jeez. Huh.
His idea was just, oh, well, let's just go in our original timeline route. You know, we all know how that worked out.
I mean, like, come on, you got a freaking god that can see into the future. Why not listen to him? And I think everything worked. I think he just killed himself out of rage of he lost his girlfriend or something.
Yeah, even though they, like, in that timeline, they only met for, like, what? A week?
What? They only met twice?
In a week? I'm pretty sure they met more as time skips were happening, but it really is just a week.
Yeah.
A week.
Yep. Oh man, I mean, like Raiden been his mentor for like how
And actually
long?
looked at him like looked at Liu Kang like it was like a son.
Exactly. I mean, like, and he had like a foolproof plan too, even though it was like a hard one. And when he finally figured it out, it made sense. Let him win, and the Elder Gods would have to do something about it. That made sense. And then he just lost all hope, and just imagine how things would have turned out if he would just listen to this one last time.
Yeah, but at this point, everyone was killed, and he was mad, thinking Raiden might have doomed them all,
Yeah, I
made
mean,
the situation worse.
he tried everything he could. I mean, come on, he did how? I mean, like, come on, he's a god. He don't have to protect you guys, but he's trying his best to get off his back. I mean, like, did you have any ideas to go with all these Liu Kang? I mean, yeah, he left to go talk to the other gods, which seemed like a good idea at a time, but
But
how
the
did...
other guys were completely like saying, he hasn't violated any rules. Anyways, let's move on.
And
Other than that, what else are we doing? Sir, he's broken the law. Quickly, we must intervene.
I mean, like, how was he supposed to know that this crazy chick was gonna come kill everybody? He didn't know that. Come on. So screw Liu Kang. Screw him and his problems.
Yeah, though everyone everyone was hoping that he didn't get killed, since it was an accidental death.
He was like the main character, but not really. I like how they did that. Not everybody, nobody is the main character. Everybody's their own people.
And the biggest thing was, Liu Kang wasn't supposed to be the hero this time.
I don't know about that because
No. Like remember when Raiden thought Liu Kang was supposed to do it, and it just got worse.
Oh, my bad. I thought you were thinking about. I'm just thinking about somebody else.
So really, in the original timeline, Liu Kang made things worse.
Yeah.
Like, wow, you subtly, accidentally made a tragic villain.
I mean, he was under the guidance of Raiden, so he thought he had to win.
Yeah, but like realizing that you're not meant to win, apparently you actually caused more problems than you fixed them.
Yeah, I guess he's really mad because he wasn't the center of attention. And then in the end, Raiden saved the day.
Then the Elder Gods, after they finally realized, oh wait, he broke some laws.
Yeah, they're like really, really like wait, what's that word?
Flawed?
No, they're really strict about rules. Boy, yes they are.
Oh, so did you hear what's happening on Steam?
What's happening on Steam?
Okay, you remember modding, right?
Yeah.
You like modding. It's what made the PC gaming PC gaming.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Valve thought was the greatest idea in the history of the world.
Mm.
We are now laying the people who make mods for the games that they buy and it belongs to this company, we're letting them charge you.
Whoa.
Like, you have to pay for a mod.
Ooh, yikes. Well, this is the end for mods, unless except for those rich guys.
And like Joel told me, when he told me, he was pissed.
I mean, like, how was he like?
Let's see. Let's see. Okay, imagine being. What would make you pissed?
Besides still making Master Chief a freaking villain after all the crap he did, and like this one thing he just went AWOL to go do some stuff. They want to send a bounty hunter, and this bounty hunter's butthurt about something. Yeah, that makes me mad. Like, he said the word like 6 times. 6 times in a row. I don't know how 6 times or how many times, but he said the word more than once.
Let me think. Covenant, the Flood.
The freaking Flood.
The Forerunners.
Oh my
and the
goodness.
Halo reactivation, so 4 times.
So, oh my goodness, man. It's just like this, oh wait, he read absent card, so we gotta go hunt this guy down, even though he's like, we're pretty sure he's on there doing something super important. I mean, not like super important like killing this one guy, but saving the entire universe. The entire freaking your existence.
Even the Arbiter said, "I'm sure he has his reasons."
The freaking enemy, cautious demon, says he has a good reason. But no, you got no. It's not okay for him to like do this one more time. 4 times and that's out. You're out. 4 times you got to come back and explain yourself. Even though by the time you get done explaining yourself, everybody's dead. And God
and like you saw how Halo 5's trailer was, like the world looked like it was in ruins.
Exactly, and how he was ranting like, "Oh, look at our great savior now," and stuff. And
Master Chief's wounded, and he has a gun pointed at him, saying, "People will remember him, but not you."
Oh my goodness! Even if something did happen because he wasn't there, he probably had to do something way more important. I mean, you think he's like taking a vacation day all this time?
Like I think it's like working like what happened to Raiden, like when he tried to fix things and just made situations worse.
Exactly. Yeah, that's probably it too. Oh my goodness, to answer a question, that would make me mad.
Well, Joe, I don't think he would. I think Joe was really, really, really pissed off about the whole modding thing. Like we had like a 40-minute conversation about it.
Wow. So does he have to pay for game mods from now on?
No, right now they're just doing Skyrim.
Skyrim. Oh, that's like the main place for mods too.
Yeah, the Elder Scrolls series, and like. Here's what I found. Here's what I learned. Like some people were saying this. Oh, I'm gonna be rich, and I'm thinking, oh my. This is what I was afraid of. People are gonna no longer do it because they want to do it. They just want to make a quick buck.
Yeah. Yep.
In fact, I made a video about it, and people in the comments were saying, "Yeah, that sigh you made at the beginning, that pretty much summed it up."
Oh boy. Yep. Well, that sucks. What about in all the other games that does mods, like Fallout?
Yeah.
Wow. I wonder how much you're going to charge them for just to make mods. That's stupid.
It's up to the people who actually make the mods. So the players get to choose their price range.
Oh, that sucks. Is that like a new law or something?
That's a new paid system they're doing.
Oh, man.
It's like Capcom. And like, here's the thing. This is Valve we're talking about. Like, Counter-Strike, Team Fortress, they were all mods at the beginning. Valve said, "Hey, we would like to turn your thing into an official gaming product."
Wow.
And look at Counter-Strike and Team Fortress now.
Yep. Yep.
And now Valve is saying, "F you.
We're gonna pay. You're going to pay now. Oh, you don't have enough money? Ooh, sorry."
And I'm like thinking, like, is this even legal? Like, the modders can't, like, the developers of the games, they'll just ignore the mods initially because, oh, it's free and whatnot. But if you're paying for it for a mod that, based off of a game they made, wouldn't they have some legal right to charge?
I mean,
file a lawsuit or something?
Or do the people who made the mod, do they have to charge people?
Like, it's optional.
Oh, okay, well...
But, like, I'm pretty sure people are going to abuse the system and try and get money out of this.
Yeah, how...
And like I said, like, they should have done a donation pool. Like, saying, look, I made this impressive mod. If you want to, you can donate to me, and I'll buy better equipment and better stuff to make more powerful mods.
That's what people do on YouTube. When people make episodes on YouTube, they say, "Oh,
like they have the support channel thing."
Yeah, we need help, and it would be cool if you draw a couple change my way. It would help a lot, but I don't know what they're gonna do about the mods.
Like I said, like that's what they should have done.
Mm-hmm.
Like that should have been the best decision. Like just make a donation pool like on YouTube.
Yeah. Yup.
Or like they do for Kickstarter.
Yeah. Oh, how did you think of what did you think of Melina?
She wasn't really seen much in this game.
Yeah.
So I don't really have her right. I would think she's just more like I am the rightful ruler.
What I'm thinking of is what do you think of her like her new look, and the way she died?
Well, I didn't see her die. I think she escaped.
I'm
trying to remember.
She definitely did not escape. But I do like her new look. In the first Mortal Kombat, she had all freaking claws. That freaking scared the crap out of me. But now she got like lips, but I say claws. Her pointy teeth, is like her cheeks. And I think that was really well done. But the way she died, I'm telling you, she did not escape. She did not escape at all. Yikes! I don't want to say what happened because I don't want to spoil it for you.
I already saw the gameplay movie.
Well, okay. Well, you know that bug lady? That's
Oh, wait, hold on. And also, there's gonna be some more spoilers in here.
yeah, that bug lady. She like kissed her and like puked up a bunch of maggots that eat human flesh, and it went through her mouth, out her eyes and ears, and just ate up her entire face.
Wow.
But I don't think that's the end. We'll be saying Melina because they made clones of her.
Yeah, though that was sponsored by Shao Kahn, so they most likely destroyed them, or they never said if Melina took some.
Yeah, no, I mean like I'm just thinking like they have some reserved or something and just have a secret chamber. Like in the end of Mortal Kombat Armageddon, um, when she beat the game. No, that's not right. No, in Mortal Kombat X, when she beat the game, she found clones of her stuff, I think, and they could it like said it was easier about they can read each other's minds and said it was much easier. So I'm betting there's going to be clones of her in the next game. I'm betting it will be.
All right, and now next we're going to talk about Sword Art Online.
Oh boy, Sword Art Online. The new episode that came out. I was disgusted when I seen
Kirito's model.
Yeah, oh my goodness. What the crap?
I think that was a fan fiction fan service. At least it's better fan service than most animes tend to do.
It's not the fan service that I had my problem with. It was his voice, and I don't want to sound like a pervert here, but she had no cleavage, so she looked like he looked like a drag queen to me, pretty much. His voice was trying to. Oh, his voice! It was so disgusting. You should have like put a female voice into that, man.
Him trying to fake a female voice is not good.
It's disgusting. I don't know. His voice was disgusting. They should have put. Why did they not just hire a female voice actor? It'd been much. That's what I was expecting too.
Yeah, like how about this optional thing? Like I mean, like you let the players choose their gender, so why not manipulate voice thing?
Exactly.
Especially in a shooter game, like you would expect like fake comms, like hey, we got everything, and then ambush.
Yeah, and of course, Kimito is like the bomb in this game too, apparently.
Yeah, he's only been in there for like 3 hours.
Yeah, exactly. You know, already he got like 3,000...
30,000. 300,000.
300,000, and he also got this sword and all.
A lightsaber, pretty much. It sounded like a lightsaber.
And when she was when the girl was talking like what this was. Some people call it like a sword light and a something saber. And I knew she was like judging the actual word of it. I knew she was.
And I think there was something else, but I can't remember it. And I'm saying, oh, you're saying lightsaber.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Star Wars. I know you're referencing Star Wars.
Yeah.
But I knew Kirito would go for a sword. He's a swordsman than a gunman.
Yeah, but I didn't expect for him to have a laser sword in a shooting game. But everything's full of surprises.
I still say the most emotional episode would be episode 2 of the season 1.
Yikes! You wouldn't think they would top the ones in the first one, but nope. Yeah, whoa, nope. They topped it pretty much.
Yeah, I still say episode 2 of season 1 was the most emotional one. Like they try to replicate that in other episodes, but it just doesn't top this one.
Wait, what's that one about?
The one where Sachi dies.
Yeah.
And the Christmas gift. Where Kirito breaks down in tears.
That was funny to me. I mean, I'm not laughing at the point that he like thought that would have been his like, bring somebody back. I laughed because actually that is the reason. He fought so hard to get that,
and only to get this 10-second stone.
And I was like, oh, that's
and here's
BS.
the thing. I would say that was a complete waste of time because we never saw it again.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, he gave it to that one guy.
Yeah, but I was sure they would use it again in a later episode, but nope. It's just forgotten.
And I was pretty sad about that, how it ended. I mean, I wanted to see him go to the last level, but no, I guess not.
No, they were only 25 levels left away from that, but like they had a route to get out of it, so they obviously went with it. And And like, but overall, like, what would you say this show was pretty much like to you?
Hmm. Well, the one thing I don't think I'll ever get used to is Kimito with the girl thing. I mean, they could have did something about that.
The cousin thing?
No, no, the cousin thing. I hope she's over that
Me too.
because she needs to drop it. Okay. I mean, yikes! I don't know how they do in Japan, but that's freaking weird, man. But
Are you talking about Kirito and Asuna?
what I was gonna say, I think I lost my train of thought. Huh? Oh, God dang it! Ah, I forgot. It's lost now. I'll probably remember it nowhere.
Okay, also now moving on to another controversial topic, the wrestling business.
Oh boy,
Like, do you think Vince McMahon is out of touch?
he is a child trapped in an old man's body. He's a spoiled child too. He wants things his way. I want it that way or nothing at all.
Like the bunny.
Yeah, boy.
Like, oh my god, like when I first saw the bunny, I was like, "You psychopath! I will hunt you down! I will hunt you down, man!"
And he also destroyed my favorite wrestler, Kane. But now my new favorite is Bray Wyatt. Hopefully he won't crap that up.
I'm pretty sure Triple H will take over before Vince can do any major damage.
I hope so.
And then there's the Undertaker.
I think is that his new look?
No, that was his look back at last year WrestleMania,
Okay.
where he lost his first WrestleMania match against Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
But what did you think of Undertaker? What do you think of Undertaker's look on that time? Like, that looks awesome.
Yeah. I really wish he didn't cut his hair off. Yeah, I guess, man.
And like he didn't in this one he doesn't cut his hair. In fact, he kind of looks like the remember the motorcycle Undertaker, the American Badass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his hair is actually up to that now, and like, wow, it's so. Wait, is this the zombie vibe version Undertaker, the Phenom, or is this the American Badass?
I want him to have his long silky hair back.
Yeah, I don't think that will ever come back.
I guess I don't know if he cut off on purpose or.
I think he did cut it off on purpose, and like he has a right to.
I mean, I know he had to, but wait, go back. Is Wonder Woman's gonna be in this movie too?
Oh, Wonder Woman's gonna be in Dawn of Justice.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. But she didn't get her own movie. I guess they really are rushing it.
Yeah, and in fact, I think they said the movie for that would be like around. Hold on, let me find it. But anyway, moving on. But right, I looked that up. What else would you? What do you think about Roman Reigns?
Roman Reigns, he should be the new face of WWE.
Well, WWE certainly has painted him like that, but Vince McMahon is trying to make him into a comic book, into a cartoon character.
Oh boy!
Like they have. Guess what they had Roman Reigns do once?
What?
Say the word "suffering succotash." Back in January, and then tell a story of once upon a time there was a young boy named Roman Reigns who found some beans. I think you know where this is going. Back in the beanstalk.
This also comes back to me saying that Vince McMahon is a kid trapped in an old man's body.
Yeah, Wonder Woman the movie is going to come out in 2017.
Damn.
Then the Justice League movie.
Man, they are rushing this movie. I mean, why? It would make more sense to wait until the Wonder Woman movie comes out.
Oh no, the Wonder Woman comes out before Justice League.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah. In fact, here's the weird thing: they're going to form the Justice League in this movie, Part 1, but they're going to have the Flash, Aquaman, Shazam, and then Justice League Part 2. Like, shouldn't they go ahead establish the characters first, then make sequels of these characters like they did, like Marvel's doing?
Cyborg really did become popular.
Yeah, like Cyborg's getting his own movie, and Green Lantern's gonna get his in 2020.
Yeah, but Cyborg? What? I would never imagine him becoming Justice League.
Well, he has been in the Justice League.
Yeah, huh? Back then in the other movies I've seen, but back in the Justice League movie, at least I don't think so.
Actually, he has been in the Justice League several times. He was in Injustice: Gods Among Us.
Yeah, I know that. I'm talking about the show though. Like back when the first
You
Justice
mean
League.
like Teen Titans and Young Justice?
No, not before that. The first ever Justice League cartoon. I never seen a cyborg.
No, that was a long time ago. I can't really remember. I think they later added him, but like right now, like they have like right now they're going to go with after this movie they're going to have Suicide Squad that has the Joker in it, and I'm just gonna say it, man. I wish Heath Ledger was still around.
Yeah, me
Like
too.
he was the perfect Joker
Yeah,
in the Dark Knight. Like he would have killed it.
he killed it already. But it's just the Suicide Squad. That's only heard that a while ago. I didn't know that was an actual thing until that they
Well,
put
it's
that
gonna be a
movie.
movie. It's gonna have the Joker in it.
Yeah, Harley Quinn and some other people. I don't know. There's other people in this Suicide Squad. I don't know who they are.
And then after that, Wonder Woman comes out, and then finally in November we get the Justice League.
Part 1.
Yep. Yeah, they really should have called it Justice League Formation of a League instead of Part 1 because guess how long it will be till Part 2.
Hmm. Well, they might change it. We don't know.
No, they have this clearly planned out. They want to compete with Marvel so much.
I'm talking about the name. They might change the name.
And like this is Marvel's plan. Like they have TV series,
Yeah,
short films to try and tie everything together, including comic books.
Boy, I don't know how they're gonna top that. They're gonna freaking copy it. I mean, they actually are copying it. They might have for Voltron. They might have Brainiac.
And look how they did it. Like Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, the first Avenger. Then they did Marvel Avengers.
It made super sense to it worked
since they
out.
rounded up all the heroes in all these movies and some new heroes that were part of this organization that you saw cameos in these other movies. So yeah, it made sense.
And it was for like all the people who didn't know what they are. There you go.
And now they're in the middle of phase 2. Like then they made sequels to Iron Man, Thor, Captain America. Then they added Guardians of the Galaxy. Batista's in that.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did Avengers. Now they're doing the second Avengers.
Ant-Man. His superpower was just to go as small as an ant. I can't.
Yeah, they're making a movie on that.
I know. I just don't get. Ooh, Doctor Strange.
Yeah, he's gonna be in phase 3.
Oh, I can't wait. That's my hero. That is my hero.
Yeah, first it's gonna be Captain America: Civil War, Doctor Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, an untitled Spider-Man movie.
Oh boy.
Thor: Ragnarok, then Avengers: Infinity War Part 1. Then they're going to put in the Black Panther, Captain Marvel, then Part 2, and then finally Inhumans.
What's Inhumans going to be about?
I have no idea. But like, yeah, so like they have it all structured out and planned out. Like in fact, some of them are already in development. Like let's see, this is in post production. This movie's Ant-Man's almost finished, but it's going to come out next year.
When's
May 1st.
Cool.
That's in less than a week.
Friday.
Yeah, like, and see, like, and see, they're gonna see, they didn't call the first Avengers Part 1, Avengers Part 2. They gave them names.
I know.
Instead of like Justice League Part 1 and 2.
I guess they don't want to make it exactly like Justice League, but I don't know how they're going to make it work. They should have took their time.
And like Captain America, Civil War, and Doctor Strange, they're in pre-production right now, and they'll be out next year.
I can't wait. My Doctor Strange is my favorite, but I do not want to see this Doctor Strange in a skirt and a cape. No, please let it be in a trench coat sorcerer, please.
And then they're gonna have Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Most likely Batista will be back.
Man, I don't understand how are they gonna put the Guardians with the Avengers at one point, or
most likely in this one, Infinity War.
Yeah.
Like then you're gonna have all these heroes round up and join in the Great Infinity War, and that's gonna be awesome.
And wait, I think no. I'm thinking Inhumans gonna be the last Avenger movie.
Well, it's currently it's the final one in Phase 3. I think they're gonna do that. I think they might do a Phase 4. I'm not sure, Though here's the one thing I really wish they would do. Like Marvel and DC have all their plans. Like they could do a film like in 2020. Like imagine it, Marvel versus the Avengers versus the Justice League.
That would have been like that's like the dream. I think it's really inappropriate, but that would have been like a nerd's paradise right there.
Yeah, like they've done it in comics. Like they've done some in comics, but like a whole fledged cinematic movie. Like imagine it. First, like they do a 2-part thing. Like the first part of the movie, they're fighting amongst themselves, and then the second part, all the villains from the Avengers universe and the Justice League universe, they team up, and the Avengers and Justice League team up. And they're just gonna fight.
Boy,
It'd be Mortal Kombat Armageddon opening.
Yeah,
remember the opening for Mortal Kombat Armageddon? All the clashes were happening.
Yeah,
like,
I remember that.
That was the best intro. That's what they should totally do.
Yeah, you got me goosebumps, man. But yes, they should make that happen. That's like big bucks right there, and
big
like
money.
They should like make everything like toys, action figures,
TV shows.
Yeah, toilet paper, statulas, everything. Your whole house, your couches, your furniture.
I don't think they'll go that far.
Your vacuum, your floor, all this. I bet you somebody will do that. They did it with other stuff.
Oh no, the beast approacheth.
They cometh.
We're gonna be right back for a second. Hold on. So yeah, like they're gonna have these and like it would have been awesome to see these two collide. These four big factions: the Justice League, the Avengers in the first part fight, and then they team up in the second part to fight all the villains, teaming up Loki, the Joker.
I mean, like they got like so many people that have powers in common. Like imagine the Green Arrow versus Hawkeye, but who would fight Superman though?
I would say Captain America, but I'm not sure. Like, but who would be Batman's foe?
I would have said either Captain America or Iron Man. Iron Man, they both play.
I think Iron Man might fight Superman.
Huh.
Like
Iron Man, yeah.
Like he's like, but like it would be kind of hard to do like Iron Man versus Superman or Iron Man versus Batman because Iron Man and Batman are really kind of similar. They're billionaires. They made suits to fight crime.
Yeah, but
even Batman has a mechanized suit.
But then maybe Superman versus Hawk?
Nah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that either. Superman is such a problem. I would say maybe Captain America fights Batman and Iron Man fights Superman.
Okay, and like here's the thing they're not going to put in this universe.
What?
The X-Men. You know, the group.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to imagine that being like.
But like now, imagine if they put the X-Men in this universe.
I think
like teaming up with the Avengers, like they bring in Spider-Man late into the game.
Spider-Man. I did not like that second movie.
Well, they're making a third one.
Hopefully, it won't be no giant cliffhanger at the freaking end. Like, have you seen it? You getting all excited for him to fight freaking Rhino, and like, oh, it's over the end. Like, what the crap was that? I'm glad it was not a movie theater. I would have demanded my money back.
Hold on, we'll be right back. So yeah, Liam Neeson was Qui-Gon Jinn.
I did not know that. I mean, the beard and long hair. I thought he was just some old geezer. I just whoa. Now that I see his face in this face, I did not know that. And now I'm thinking back that they had very similar voices. Come on, Trey. You could have known that. Oh, I feel so dumb right now. All these freaking actors played in this freaking movie, and I did not know who they are.
And yet you knew Liam Neeson.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, how can I not know that? Oh man. It doesn't. I did not know that. This guy was freaking. Like, he was the first one to have common sense in the Jedi Order when he said that screw you guys, I'm teaching this kid the way of the Force because I want screw you. You ain't my you don't own me. And yeah, like what you say, like they try to get rid of Obi-Wan.
Yeah, because they said he was too old to be a Padawan still.
So so we should have known that the Jedi Order was bullcrap at the very start of the movie. We did know that.
Even though he had proof that this kid is the chosen one.
I mean, like he's like, did you even like see how much force he got in his little boy? You don't want to train him.
Actually, do you want to know the reason?
Why?
Because Yoda said this: clouded his future is, uncertain it is.
You would know. You would know because
They pretty much said this: we will not teach him because we do not know his future.
Yeah, we can't control him, so he's a no. But
and they resented him for that pretty much, I think, and so like right from the start they didn't like him.
And look, in the future he became the youngest Padawan to become a Jedi. And first, I bet they were eating the words.
It became one of the few youngest and first Jedi Knight to be on the Jedi Council.
Yeah, and I bet they was eating the words then.
No, they still. In fact, when I was rewatching Episode 3, here's what happened at the 44-minute mark. Like Master Windu is saying, "I don't trust him. I don't trust Anakin, even though he saved my life multiple times in war." And then Yoda said about the prophecy, saying, "Perhaps it could have been rewritten." So basically, they're saying, "Yeah, we think Qui-Gon Jinn was wrong."
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, what did he do for Mace Windu not to trust him?
Well, I looked at the series. I never saw one thing that made him not like Anakin. Maybe it's because he was not like most Jedi, emotionless jerks.
I think he said because something clouded around. He sensed like darkness above Jedi, whatever's
above him.
Yeah. You can sense the darkness in him or something.
Yeah, even though there was no proof that Anakin would turn to the dark side unless forced him. Oh wait, you forced him.
Yeah.
Wait, that come back to bite you. And that's another reason why I didn't like Mace Windu. I originally liked him. He was one of my favorites. But then Mace Windu, we found out his personality was that of a cold-hearted jerk, and then he became #1 on my S list.
Yeah, I mean, like, the only other things besides him having the only purple lightsaber in the entire series, I only liked him in the animated version. In the cartoon, when he was fighting all those robots barehanded. That's when he was like freaking cool, but now in this like live action movie,
in the later cartoon series.
Yeah, I remember that one part where he did all that cool stuff. One thing that wasn't so cool was that he wanted to save a beast, and he brought it to their home planet, and like it destroyed a bunch of stuff.
Coruscant, like he tried to push it to places somewhere else uninhabited, but Palpatine wanted to have the beast in Coruscant. He tried to push for it. I think that's when it started, when Mace Windu and Palpatine did not get on equal terms.
Okay, I thought it was his idea.
No, he was against it. He wanted to put the beast on an isolated planet so he doesn't hurt anybody.
Just kill the thing. Come on. I mean, it wasn't like the only one left. I mean,
yeah, it was.
Can it reproduce by itself?
Or, why can't you just take some of his armor and take a sample DNA?
Oh, yeah, I remember now. Palpatine wanted to take some, armor DNA stuff to make the, I don't know,
Yeah, and then Palpatine gave her the orders of, you want me to clone it? And I can't wait to see that. We never see it again.
I mean, like, what's so wrong? I mean, we're not gonna kill it or anything. Just take some DNA, help us in the war, and then let's sit on its merry way. But you want to be a tree hugger like that, and just like, no, this isn't right. It's not the way of the Jedi.
Even though we are hypocrites in every single way possible.
And when I first felt the dark side inside me, that felt pretty good because I was gonna kill the weak and old man. That felt good. I mean, like, He can't do anything about it.
And I also know that Anakin's future is uncertain, so it called for me to be a complete jerk.
Yup.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's the one thing, another thing, the greatest Jedi of them all turns out to be a complete hypocrite. Anybody would never believe it that not Obi-Wan, Yoda was like, was that type of guy. That he knew this thing was going to happen. He knew Order 66, but did nothing except run and hide for like
And
how
then goes
long?
ahead and says, I don't know about anything. And Mace Windu says, I sense a plot to destroy the Jedi. And
Oh,
you just now realize that? Like you're in a war. You don't think there would be plots to destroy you guys?
I mean, there's a
I'm like, what threatening things are you? Like, oh, wait, almost everything that makes you a threat.
besides the attacking robots, you don't think there's a plot? I mean, like, okay, now I would have said okay. So what do we do about it? We just sit and pretty much wait, sit and wait and let things
And
go
hopefully
out.
let things blow over.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, Yoda, you're a complete and utter moron. Like, you're supposed to be the smart one.
I mean, you're the Jedi of the Jedi, and like because of that, they don't give me that crap about it's for the best of the future. I mean, there was like a bunch of other things you could have done that's for the best of the future.
Like the sun said in the Mortis arc, like by its nature can be changed.
Yeah, yeah. Huh.
Wow, like I couldn't believe that. Like, and do or do not, it's the same as absolution.
Yeah, yeah. That is a good saying at some points, but not everything.
Yeah, like when we had our phone conversation, how I ended it,
Yeah, yeah. I remember that. What'd you say again?
saying, "Hey, at least I'm telling you to at least try, not do or do not."
Yeah, that's when I said that. Never mind. That saying is pretty dumb. Yep.
Yeah.
Do you think that the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 trailer is like they're really doing? They really are.
Oh, we
setting the
gone full
point.
circle.
Huh?
We gone for a full circle during this entire podcast. Our first conversation was was Black Ops 3.
Yeah, I remember. It's just
Then we gone full circle.
okay.
Circle.
Okay.
Hold on. And like, let's see, what else? What else? Like besides the warp reality character thing in the anime, like there's this show called Ambition of Oda Nobunaga. It's basically okay. Do you remember Samurai Warriors, a video game?
Hmm.
Okay, picture that, but then change all the guys into females.
Oh, so like cross ginger benders or something like
Yeah.
that? Yeah. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, and like there's this boy from the future who unsurprisingly acts like a total pervert.
Oh, okay. Usually they would like show the most innocent people who are not like into that kind of stuff, but this is different. Huh? Wait? It's called what now?
Ambition of Oda Nobunaga.
Let me see.
Like, okay, and now let's continue off. We were at around, I think, believe Black Ops 3 in the future of humanity's technology.
Yeah. I don't know how they're gonna make Black Ops 3 about without at least putting a little bit advanced warfare in it. But I was saying earlier that it's the way people's gonna be like maybe in the future. They're being human is like crap. I mean, like who's gonna be human? Who wants to be human now when you can like have all these cool robot features?
And then there was Deus Ex Human Revolution trailer.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeesh. Like, who doesn't want to have robot arms that can like stretch all the way to the kitchen and get you something to drink? That's not true. I don't know. Maybe I don't
It's
know.
the new era of laziness.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it is. You're right. That is like everything. If you want to change anything about your body, you're being lazy. Like I don't.
Like it's like Wall-E, you know, that Pixar movie.
I love Wally.
Yeah, you saw how humans became too dependent on technology and they grew.
They got and they could they were so unfit. They had to use like floating
Machinery.
chairs. Yeah, everything about them was just wrong. Everything. Glad that somebody had. I'm glad the captain had the idea not to be that kind of stuff. Yeah, he said something that will stick with me. He doesn't want it to. He doesn't want to survive. He wants to live. That really clicked with me.
Yeah, but like that seems like we're going to be heading there at some point.
I mean,
Maybe we're just not going to be that big.
I'm not. Well, I'm or either that big or robotic, but I'm hopefully won't do that. Oh yikes.
We might not be around for that.
Do you think in the future they're gonna have like off of like sort of online, have a little thing on your face?
I really hope they do, and I hope they buff up security features just because of the show.
I don't think I want my brain. I don't think I don't want anybody to be in my brain because that is a freaking risk. To me, I don't think I'll ever.
Well, at
want
least
to
it's
do
not
that.
like what you saw in the Black Ops 3 trailer about the whole neural implant where you can now literally share your thoughts with someone else.
A little chip in your head. That's just who wants to do that?
Actually, they kind of do that, except as tracking devices.
I mean, like, who wants to share their thoughts with somebody else? I mean, it's like beyond lazy of getting a phone out and just click a button. But who wants to share their thoughts? That's just dumb. It's just I love how in the Black Ops 2 trailer it just went from something small and it grown to something like huge. Started with like small stuff like limbs and things that you really need to like cybernetics like eye implants and
For the blind and for the deaf.
I mean no like that's like growing another eye and putting in your eye. They could like put like cybernetic eyes like an iPhone but in your eye like a little eye though.
Yeah, I think you're referencing Futurama. They did an episode. They called it the iPhone eye, and they like implant it into your head.
I did not see that episode.
And the iPhone actually.
Yeah, well, that might be it. That's the iPhone, yeah.
Yeah, that episode was funny.
Yeah, that might be the future. Yep.
See, especially like that.
That's just crazy. Like taking your eye out and replacing it with the computer.
Yeah,
I
but this one is inserting a device through your eye.
That's just painful. I mean, like.
Yeah, it was painful, especially this part where they wanted to add in a feature in it. Look,
that's funny. But they got a hammer into somebody's ear. Oh,
that's gonna make them deaf.
Yeah.
Blow out their eardrums.
Pretty much. Oh man. And have you ever seen like a show of Ghost in the Shell?
I've heard of it, but like I said, I never watched it.
Yeah, it's you pretty much got a computer brain, an actual computer in your brain, and you can do all sorts of stuff. You can like put in like this one point they put a virus into everybody else's brain to make that one person seem invisible, and it's just crazy. And people can hack into your brain and like look into your secrets and stuff.
Yeah, like the Matrix Evolution, Matrix Reloaded, where Smith had infected a human brain to make it become his servant.
Yeah, but and the Kogi, it's more like a virus kind of thing. But the same thing. It's just I don't want to see that. I really don't. People replacing everything.
That makes them human and to become more machine-like.
Yeah, because you know how back in like when you're a teenager, everybody says I need a cell phone. This is gonna be the same thing. Everybody needs to be a robot, have robot cybernetics. Like, did you get that new upgrade? You mean like the 14 gigabyte one? No, the 16 one. Oh, you got that? Yeah, I got that. Cool. Wanna give phone numbers? All right, and like put the heads together and like yeah, thanks, bro.
My God, that's both funny and yet scary.
You know, like put their head, like share their phone numbers and contacts and photos, put like headbutt each other and like, oh, there you go. That's just man. Like kids. You know, people be saying kids these days don't understand. We're gonna be The future, man. Don't know what's gonna happen, and it's already looking bad today. So, not to look forward to.
With all the news and media.
Yep, Sirrito.
Well, everyone, this was a special edition of Our Thoughts. This was Neo Reality Entertainment and Lean Deer. Here, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more.